Laura Henderson stared at the flickering candle on the dining table, the wax slowly melting into a shapeless pool. The dinner she had meticulously prepared lay untouched, its aroma mingling with the palpable tension in the room. Her husband, Mark, sat across from her, absorbed in his phone, oblivious to her presence. "Mark, can we talk?" Laura's voice wavered, but she held her ground, her eyes fixed on him. Mark glanced up, eyebrows raised. "About what?" Laura took a deep breath, steeling herself. "About us. About our marriage." He sighed, putting his phone down with a reluctant thud. "What now, Laura?" "I can't keep doing this," she said, her frustration boiling over. "I work just as hard as you do, but when I come home, I have to do everything. Cooking, cleaning, grocery shopping. It's exhausting." Mark rolled his eyes. "We've been over this. I pay my half of the bills. Isn't that enough?" "No, it's not enough." Laura's voice rose, the candlelight casting shadows on her determined face. "A marriage is a partnership, Mark. I need your help with the house. I need you to be involved." Mark leaned back in his chair, crossing his arms. "Look, I'm not good at that stuff. Besides, it's your choice to do all those things. You could just order takeout or hire a cleaner." "It's not just about the chores," Laura said, her voice trembling. "It's about feeling valued, feeling like we're in this together. Right now, I feel like I'm doing everything alone." A heavy silence filled the room, punctuated only by the ticking of the clock on the wall. Mark looked at her, his expression unreadable. "Maybe you're expecting too much," he said finally. Laura's heart sank. She had hoped for understanding, for some sign that he cared about her well-being. Instead, she felt more alone than ever. Weeks passed, and the situation only worsened. Mark's indifference grew, and Laura's resentment festered. The final straw came one evening when Laura returned home late from a particularly grueling day at work. She found Mark lounging on the couch, a pile of dirty dishes in the sink and laundry spilling out of the hamper. "Mark, can you at least clean up after yourself?" she asked, trying to keep her voice calm. "Why are you always nagging?" Mark snapped. "I had a long day too, you know." Laura's patience shattered. "I'm not nagging, Mark. I'm asking for basic respect and cooperation. This isn't just about the dishes. It's about us." Mark shrugged, turning back to the TV. "If you don't like it, then maybe you should rethink things." That night, as Laura lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, she made a decision. She couldn't continue living this way, feeling undervalued and overburdened. She needed to reclaim her life, her happiness. Laura began to confide in her friends and family, seeking advice and support. Her best friend, Megan, was particularly encouraging. "You deserve better, Laura. You deserve someone who values you and is willing to share the load." Laura's parents, who had always been supportive, offered their perspective. "Marriage is about teamwork," her father said. "If Mark isn't willing to be a part of that team, then you need to think about what's best for you." One day, while scrolling through her emails at work, Laura received a message that caught her eye. It was from a small business networking group in a nearby city, inviting her to a seminar on entrepreneurship and independence. Intrigued, she decided to attend, hoping it might provide the clarity she needed. The seminar was a revelation. Laura listened to successful entrepreneurs share their stories, their struggles, and their triumphs. She felt inspired, realizing that she had the power to change her life. After the seminar, she approached one of the speakers, a woman named Evelyn, who had built a thriving business from scratch. "Your story really resonated with me," Laura said, nervously clutching her notepad. "I'm feeling stuck in my personal life, and I want to find a way to regain my independence." Evelyn smiled warmly. "It sounds like you're ready for a change. Sometimes, we have to take a leap of faith and trust in our own abilities. You can do this, Laura. Believe in yourself." Laura returned home with a newfound sense of purpose. She started making plans, researching business ideas, and setting goals for herself. But as her determination grew, so did the tension with Mark. He noticed her newfound enthusiasm and became increasingly suspicious. "What's all this about?" he asked one evening, gesturing to the business books and notes scattered across the table. "I'm exploring my options," Laura replied calmly. "I want to start my own business." Mark scoffed. "You think you can just quit your job and become an entrepreneur? That's risky and impractical." "It's not about quitting my job, Mark," Laura said, her voice steady. "It's about finding something that makes me happy and fulfilled." Mark's expression darkened. "And what about us? What about our bills, our responsibilities?" Laura looked him in the eye, her resolve unwavering. "I'm still committed to our responsibilities, but I can't keep sacrificing my happiness. I need to do this for myself." As the days passed, Laura's confidence grew, and with it, the realization that she could no longer stay in a marriage that drained her. She deserved more, and she was ready to fight for it. One night, after another heated argument, Laura made a bold decision. She packed a bag and left a note for Mark, explaining that she needed time to think and reassess their relationship. She drove to Megan's place, seeking refuge and clarity. "You did the right thing," Megan said, hugging her tightly. "Sometimes, we have to put ourselves first to truly find happiness." As Laura settled into Megan's guest room, she felt a mixture of fear and excitement. She was stepping into the unknown, but for the first time in a long time, she felt a glimmer of hope. Laura's journey to reclaim her life had begun, and she was determined to see it through. If you enjoyed Laura's journey of self-discovery and empowerment, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know how you would reclaim your independence. Thanks for watching.